Queen gives Meghan and Harry secret approval by wearing Canadian Snowflake brooch. Queen Elizabeth II may have sent a secret message of support to Meghan Markle and Prince Harry as she wore a very special brooch given her by the former Governor-General of Canada. The Queen, who has a history of adding cheeky or pertinent accessories to her dress, was seen going to church this morning to attend the last Sunday service in Sandringham of her winter break. And she chose to accessorize her stylish baby blue ensemble with the Canadian Snowflake brooch. This splendid brooch, described as quintessentially Canadian by a royal expert, was given to the Queen in 2017 by the then Governor-General David Johnston on behalf of the people of Canada. The nod at Canada given today by the Queen is being interpreted by many as a show of support for Meghan and Prince Harry, who have chosen to live in the Commonwealth country with their son Archie Harrison. The brooch, which features 48 rare Canadian sapphires surrounded by diamonds, was given to the Queen to mark her 65th year on the throne. Her sapphire jubilee coincided with Canada's 150th anniversary of Confederation. As explained by Canadian royal expert Patricia Treble, the brooch celebrates Canada and one of its most famous symbols. Writing days after the meeting at Canada House between the Queen and Mr. Johnston, the expert said on her website Right Royalty, Queen Elizabeth II just received a royal brooch that is quintessentially Canadian. For there are two images that every Canadian instantly recognizes, the maple leaf and the snowflake. Now the Queen has diamond representations of both iconic shapes in her jewelry collection. In 2002, she inherited the Canadian maple leaf brooch from her mother, Queen Elizabeth the Queen Mother. The diamond Cartier brooch was bought by her father King George VI for their famous royal visit to Canada in 1939. The official name of the brooch, Ms. Treble continued, is Sapphire Jubilee brooch, though it's likely to be known by its wintry shape. The Governor-General's office also highlighted at the time of Mr. Johnston and the Queen's meeting how the brooch was celebrating the historic and profound relationship between Her Majesty and Canada. Meghan and Harry announced their decision to step back as senior royals on January 8. The couple wanted to be able to live abroad and pursue private financial ventures while continuing to represent the Queen abroad and carry out royal duties. However, 10 days later, Buckingham Palace issued a statement with the terms agreed by the Queen and the Sussexes. According to the palace, Meghan and Harry will have to relinquish the use of their HRH style from spring 2020, when they are to officially step down as senior royals. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will also no longer be able to carry out royal tours or duties on behalf of the monarch. In turn, Meghan and Harry were granted the freedom to become financially independent and live between the UK and Canada. After having returned from their 6-week break in Vancouver Island for a few days to visit some of their patronages, Canada House and release their bombshell statement, Meghan travelled back to Canada on January 9. Prince Harry remained in the UK until January 21 to discuss the terms of the Sussexes' exit from the royal family and meet 4 heads of state at the UK-Africa Investment Summit in London.